Alright, I did a reveal of this tap handle accidentally in a previous video. Not really accidentally, it doesn't matter that much. It wasn't intentionally, but it was in a box with another tap. And for everybody that was waiting, I got you. So, this is an Amstel Light tap handle. It is one of their vintage ones. I don't know exactly the timing. A lot of these ones are typically going to be ones, from my experience, are going to be late 60s, 70s, sometimes a little bit further on. But it's a great tap handle. For the people that aren't familiar with this style of tap handle, there's a couple of different elements that you're looking at here. So first of all, it's a clear resin. So this would be clear resin or sometimes specifically lucite. With that, you're going to see this particular design. It's got the oval up top and then this lower area down here. I do like that design. So any of these ones are going to be a little bit easier to use on the bar. So just a good way of doing it. When you are looking at these types of tap handles, there's a couple of things that are going to be common with them. With this particular one, you'll notice your floating element inside. In this case, we actually have the two different floating elements. So we've got the floating label up top, so Amstel Light, and then the floating the floating windmill. That's the proper term. Sorry, guys, that you've got down in the center here. And with this, it does have them on both sides. So you'll notice that you do have the logo there, and you do still have details on the windmill here. So that's absolutely great detail. And then you'll also notice that the back is flat. So you've got a flat back here, and then you've got some raised portions here in the front. So just great design. Sometimes you'll see the bottom section down here in colored. Sometimes it won't be. So in this particular design, you do have coloration. So intentionally there, the red. And then the other thing to call out, if you're looking at this type of tap handle, so this model of the Amstel Light, is that it does have this threaded insert on the inside. So that means that the outer here is slightly larger than the 3/8/16, and then that inner portion is 3/8/16, so that's the standard North American tap handle threading, or 3/8/16 compatible, sometimes slightly different. But if you're looking at this tap handle, you're thinking about picking it up, you do want to check this one for the insert. If it doesn't have the insert, you'd normally need to have that in order for it to fit properly on whatever tap faucet you're using it on. With this as well, anytime you're looking at these clear acrylic or resin ones, you want to get an idea of what sort of wear you have. So if you're dealing with a vintage tap handle, normally you're going to expect it to be used, and so that means that you're going to expect there to be some wear. So you'll notice there's a couple of small marks and stuff like that that are on here, very minor wear marks, and that is totally normal. What you're typically looking for is if there's any substantial frosting or coloration of the actual resin or the lucite. And you'll notice with this, overall, it is in fantastic condition. So that means that whoever had it previously did a good job of taking care of it. Sometimes you'll see these that look mint. If they look mint, then it's worth checking to see if they were dead stock or something like that. That would mean that they would have been kept out of the light. They would have been specifically wrapped up and either in their original packaging or still in some protective packaging. But there we have it, Amstel Light tap handle. For me, I do love the Amstel and Heineken tap handles. I lived in the Netherlands for a short period of time, and they're just good, solid, drinkable beers. Everybody has their own preferences. I do love plenty of the craft beers, and that's an absolutely great scene. But there's some of these that can just be great for if you're doing a little bit of light drinking. All right, hope you guys enjoy.